What's up? How's it going? I'm Nabil, and this is video number one of a series of videos I'm trying to record where I'm gonna be documenting the journey of building my own ideas. I choose this how is it called? The the landscape format, because probably I'm not gonna be posting this on Instagram, but I don't know, maybe I'm gonna do that. I'm doing a lot of experimentation, and I want that to be documented, especially the process and the thinking behind things. And I think videos are a great format to capture that moment of thinking and of living that exact experience. Anyways, currently I'm building Read Aloud, which is an app. Actually, I have a sentence. It's the most convenient way to read anything inside your Mac. Read Aloud is the most convenient way to read anything, or to listen to anything inside your Mac. So the app is super basic. You can select a text and then hit a shortcut that you select. Let's say Option T or Option A, Command A, whatever. Option A, and then it reads the text aloud. The text can be inside a browser, it can be inside a PDF app, it can be inside any app inside your Mac, literally any app. This is closer to the accessibility tool that macOS has by default. The issue with that accessibility tool is the voices are super robotic, and I really hate it, especially when you are reading something long and you're trying to focus. It's ass. And the other alternative is Speechify, and you need to pay a lot to get the natural voices, the neural voices. So there should be a middle ground here. And the other issue is I didn't find any other competitors or main competitors. So I thought maybe I can build this. I went through a little bit of research, technical side, then I built the app. It's an easy build. It looks like an easy build, but there is a lot of small details and small stuff that needed to be perfect so the app feels intuitive. Yeah, this is the app. Let me check my notes because I lost track. So yeah, the current state is the app is built. I tested it with 7 people. 2 of them loved it, the others didn't. They loved the app, the functionality and all, but they thought this is not a problem they actually have. So we're not gonna invent a problem for them. I need to find the right ICP, and currently the job to be done is to find my ICP. The definition I have right now is voice first. Let's say voice first. Vibe coders. It's super niche, but I think there is a market there. Especially for an app like Read Aloud, I need to have power users that can help me iterate on the app and maybe find a direction to it, because right now it's a reflection of what I want as a product, so I need to broaden that to other people. And if, by the way, you are like having this problem, which is you're talking to LLMs or you're vibe coding whatever, or maybe just chatting with LLMs inside your Mac, and there is like this walls of text, and you're trying to read that aloud with the ChatGPT app feature, and it's super clunky, very bad, it stops, it's ass. And to solve that, you're probably gonna go to browser, and that's an extra step you take. So why not have an app that can speak back to you, and then you can hear the thing. Also, you can speed up whatever you want. So yeah, if that's something interesting and you think it will solve a problem that you're having, please reach out. This is not just for vibe coders. It can be all the knowledge workers. Yeah, going back to the topic, I'm trying to find the exact ICP, and this is the current definition of my ICP. There are other directions, but I'm not super convinced yet. So there is first thing, which is dyslexia side. We can go full accessibility app, and then the whole messaging, the whole copy, and even the narrative should be dyslexia oriented. And here you are competing with Speechify, which is a fucking beast. There is go in general, and it's not just for vibe coders, it's for anyone. And this is more closer to what I'm doing right now, but not in the general broadness sense. It's more of knowledge workers using Mac as their main machine. There is also the question of why should someone use this? If you ask someone out of this definition of ICP, it will be a bit hard to answer this question, because it just doesn't click. Because usually, let's talk about a first ICP that I tried to discover, which is devs or engineers in general. They can read fast, and this app or solution might feel more like slowing them down, and they will not really read in it like a lot of things. They will probably try to read or skim through the text and find the keywords that they might be interested in. Then when they find something interesting, they can go deep and try to focus there. So an app like this would not solve an issue for them. It will be more of a liability than a solution. So this is not the ICP. And then I moved to vibe coders, because vibe coders, being a vibe coder, we're usually lazy, and it's hard to focus because you are there and trying to say something to the machine, to the LLM, and then while the LLM is thinking, you want either to read through the thinking or try to do something else. And when you try to do something else, you want it to be as less of a cognitive load as possible. That's why most of vibe coders go to scrolling TikTok, scrolling Instagram Reels while the LLM is doing the work, and then they can go back once the LLM is done to review the work. And when you are in this transition between doom scrolling and going back to something you need to focus on, usually you're not going to focus on the replay, be it a breakdown of the code base or a breakdown of a feature or whatever. So you're not going to focus, and you not focusing on reading that output that the LLM gave you will result in bad outcome in what you are trying to build. So a trick that I found that helped me go back to the zone and try to focus is reading and listening. And this is especially my use case. So I'm reading and listening, and this helped me go back to the zone and focus again. So this is overall where I'm right now. And yeah, one last thing. There is one user who is willing to pay. So I'm definitely setting up Stripe so I can get first payment of the app. Of course, I will need to set up the features that will support this, but yeah, this is it overall. So see you in EP number 2.